the question of the day would be somebody actually sent in a message and wanted to know what is the process to clean a saltwater cell. So since we were talking about saltwater cells, I thought this would be a good one to bring up. So these cells have to be cleaned because inside these cells, there are blades. Those blades are coated with ruthenium. That ruthenium is what effectively causes the electrolysis that converts a mild saline solution to pure hypochlorous acid, which is the absolute sanitizing point of chlorine. So those have to be cleaned because if they're not cleaned, if they're calcified, they don't produce chlorine. So again, there's parts of that system that have to be maintained that a lot of people just don't understand or aren't happening.
So how often is that cleaned? Because I just cut mine off and threw it away.
Because you didn't like it?
I didn't like it. But no, seriously, if someone's going to have a salt system, how frequently should you clean it versus replacing it? So there's both those things, right?
Yeah. So it's a great question because as far as replacing it, that's going to be determined by how long it takes for that ruthenium to wear off. Because that's the precious metal that makes this whole thing even possible.
So if you don't clean it, then it'd be worn out quicker.
It would be, but the chemistry of the pool becomes really super important because if it's oversaturated, then that cell is going to be oversaturated very quickly as well because it's going to calcify. So you might need to clean it every 3 weeks. You might need to clean it every 6 weeks. You might need to clean it every 3 months. It really depends on the pool and how well it's being maintained. But that cell itself does have to be cleaned.
Okay. So if someone's servicing the pool, they should be cleaning the cell as well.
Yep.
Okay. Good thing to have a pool pro.
It's something else to take care of.
It does generate chlorine, which basically generates it at a flat line level.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have the peaks and valleys of the old school days when we were growing up. So
that's a really good point, Mike, because it is constantly producing chlorine. So you end up with more of a flatter curve than if you're maintaining a pool without one, because as I've said before, I mean, on service, you're only coming once a week. So when you leave, you're going to have high chlorine so that there's enough in the pool to last until the next time the service guy comes.
But that's why you swim the day before he comes.
There you go.
So, well, thank you for that enlightenment on salt cells, because yes, I don't know much about them.
No, there you have it.
Okay. Well, send your questions in and we'll answer all that we get.
Excellent.